Well, chat. I'm at work with it, chat. I'm going to make it quick, but I'm going to get to Rant. Because today, I'm going to fry some people, no cap. I'm going to fry some people, chat. I'm going to fry some individuals, chat. I got to wait till that stops. But yeah, I'm going to fry some individuals, chat. And the NFL this weekend had a lot of shit happen. A whole lot of shit happen, no cap. You got niggas blowing leads. You got niggas getting hurt. You got niggas losing their jobs. The good, the bad, the ugly. I'm telling you, chat. I'm fucking telling you, chat. But you already know. Welcome to another edition of What the Hell's Happening in Sports. The early edition. Yes, sir. It's your boy, the one and only NERO. We back with it. We back on it. No cap. No cap. Yeah. Live from work. Early one today. Got shit to do later. So, and I did say today, aka Wednesday, was going to be the day that I had a rant. I got the rant. No bullshit. And I'm going to start with it immediately. No cap. First victim. First victim is Mr. Josh Allen. Josh Allen came back against the Patriots Sunday. 21-0 deficit at the hands of New England. He brought his team back. They got the win 35-31. Great for him and his team. Great. You know what I'm saying? A win's a win. They had some help from the guys in the zebra striped shirts. They did big time. Like 3 plays. No bullshit. But you know what? Hey, he got the dub. You can't fault him for that because, shit. The Pats won 10 straight. They ended the winning streak. And honestly, the winning streak started against Buffalo, and it ended it against Buffalo. So, full circle moment, and he got the dub. But the reason I want to rant on Josh Allen today is this year, a certain team will not be in the playoffs, and we'll get to that team very, very shortly. This is Buffalo's year to win the Super Bowl. If it ain't been any other year, it's this year. Buffalo has the quarterback. He got some weapons around him, i.e. James Cook, Dalton Kincaid, on offense. Defensively, they got some pieces right there. Greg Rousseau, Joey Bosa, Matt Milano, Christian Benford, you name it. But in order for Josh Allen to do so, that team that will not be in the playoffs was played in the Super Bowl last year. And they had their own dynasty going, right? I'm pretty sure we know who it is. So now, with that team not being in the playoffs for this year, the time is now for Josh Allen to get to a Super Bowl, and the time is now for him to win it by any means possible. Because right now in the AFC, it's a little bit weaker. The AFC is up for grabs for anybody, truthfully. But Josh Allen got to be the guy to lead his team. See, to give you some history on the Buffalo Bills, right? Back in the 90s, the Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls. And they lost all of them. And then from 1999 to 2017. No, excuse me, 2017, yes. They didn't make the playoffs. So they didn't make the playoffs for 19 years. 2017 changed everything. Sean McDermott being the coach. Back then, Who did you have on that team back then? I believe LaShawn McCoy was on that team. You had the defensive tackle. I'm blanking on his name. For Kyle Williams. So you had some guys that were with the organization for a couple years. Kyle Williams at that point was with them for, I think, 8-9 years. I want to say at that point. Didn't taste the playoffs. And then they finally got to the playoffs, and that's where it started to change. Now, Buffalo, since 2019, has made it to 6 or 7 straight playoff appearances. 6, I believe. 6. Not counting not counting this year yet, but 6 straight playoff appearances. Every year when they've gotten to the playoffs, they've either gotten to the divisional and lost. I don't think they've gotten to the AFC Championship game yet. No, they haven't. You feel me? So, this is the year now. This is the year, because if it wasn't last year, if it wasn't the year before, if it wasn't the year prior, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't the last few years, it's now. It's now. Josh Allen's getting all this money, bruh. Josh Allen about to have a kid. You feel me? Like, now Josh Allen's at the point of his career where he's having a family. He's been in the league for 7 years now, 8 years. If Josh Allen wants to entrench himself in the history, and he already has, but if he wants to add to his legacy, add to all the accolades that he has had so far, he needs a fucking Super Bowl. He needs it, bruh. He needs the Super Bowl. He does. Because if Josh Allen can't get to a Super Bowl, if he can't, I'm going to have to start calling Josh Allen Jim Kelly. I'm dead ass, too. I'm so fucking serious. If Josh Allen fails to get to a Super Bowl in his career, or even fails to win one, no cap, I'm going to refer to him now on as Jim Kelly. And if anybody's tuning in, appreciate everybody tuning in so far, the 2 people. Appreciate y'all. I know it's early. Say what's up in the comments. I need y'all to hold it to me. Hold it to me that I will refer to Josh Allen from now on. If he don't get to the Super Bowl, if he don't win one, he's going to be referred to as Jim Kelly. The new Jim Kelly. The new Jim Kelly. Because this is Buffalo's time now, bruh. It's their time. No cap. No fucking cap. You see, Jim Kelly couldn't do it. And then when Jim Kelly left, they struggled. And they didn't have a functional quarterback up until Josh Allen got there. So Ryan Fitzpatrick had his time, but Ryan Fitzpatrick ain't no Josh Allen. You feel me? So I'm telling you, this is Buffalo's time now, bruh. It's Buffalo's time. No bullshit. No fucking bullshit. The next individual that needs to be talked about, Drake May. Drake. It pains me, Drake. It does fucking pain me. Now, the reason Drake May is getting talked about, it's only one reason, really. It's only one freaking reason. All right. I had to pull up some stats real quick, right? So naturally, and I'm also going to use the calculator on my phone, so bear with me, right, chat? So Drake May played 2 games against the Buffalo Bills this year. He beat them the first time back in week 4. Obviously, they lost to them this past week 15, right? In Drake May's 2 games, right? First game, he went 22 for 30. Second game, he went 14 of 23. So that is, hold on one second. So that's 36 completions. All right, word. So in both games combined, chat, he threw for 68%, right? Completed 68% of his patches, which is great, right? In both games, right? First game, he threw for 273 yards. Last game, he threw for 155, right? Combine those two, divided by 2, you get 214 yards a game. Passing yards a game, right? 68%, 214 yards a game. Okay, those are not bad, right? But in both the games, Drake May did not throw a touchdown, and in the last game, he threw a interception. Right? Yeah. Now, again, those numbers by any means aren't, what's the word? They aren't bad. It's not bad. But essentially, in this sense, it's not good either because the one big stat that should have a number to it is some passing touchdowns. And the fact that he couldn't throw a touchdown pass against this defense in 2 games, that's tough. That's tough. It's tough. Now, who's to say that these guys aren't going to play the Bills again in the playoffs, right? Who's to say? Because if he can't throw a touchdown against them in the regular season, what makes you think he's going to do it in the postseason? What makes you think, bruh? The crazy thing about it also is last game, Drake May ran for 2 touchdowns, right? He ran for 2 touchdowns back last game. At least he was able to get in the scoring column. At least he helped his team. Yes, I get it. Yes. But, some people are going to honestly talk shit, about him throwing the ball. I know, no, Miles, that's why I said that he ran 2 touchdowns. I know. I'm just talking about the pass in terms of passing. Because a lot of these people, you know what? It's a rant. You got a lot of niggas on ESPN, a lot of niggas on NFL Network are gonna say, Drake May, he wasn't able to throw a touchdown pass. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You feel me? Because there's always gonna be something to say. I'm just saying that I wish he would have been able to throw a touchdown pass, especially in this one, because it would have shut some people up. Now some people are gonna say, oh yeah, no, Drake May, he struggles against the Bills. He's blah, 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 blah. Well, listen, bruh. Listen. You ain't always going to throw touchdown passes. It's not going to always happen. For some guys, for some teams, some quarterbacks, it's a given. You're going to see them throw it, but a lot of times, it's hard playing in the NFL. You're not guaranteed to always throw a touchdown pass. A lot of these guys on TV make it look easy, but I guarantee you it's a lot harder stepping on the field and trying to actually do that shit. No cap. It is. But Drake, I mean, he did everything he had to do. He did, because ultimately his defense let him down this last game. But also running 2 in, Buffalo's defense, especially with him running the ball, it was hard to contain. It was. I just wish he was able to get a touchdown through the air. But in his defense also, Buffalo's passing defense, actually, it's a good passing defense, right? It's a passing defense, Stephon Diggs couldn't do much. They bracketed him. They kind of took him out the game. Mac Hollins, he did well, but Mac Hollins, if you're what's the word I want to say? if you're relying, there you go. If you're relying on Mac Hollins to be your number one guy, in a sense, you're fucked. Not that Mac Hollins is a bad receiver, but he's not a number one receiver, right? He can be a number two, but at most he's a number three. Maybe even a number four, but a number three, right? On this offense. Obviously, Mac Hollins, there was a play that there was a clear pass interference against him. That wasn't called. Buffalo, did everything right in their sense because they had shit that didn't get called, which should have got called. But because it didn't get called, I guess in a sense you could say they did everything right to limit Drake May in the air. And they did so. But in order for the Patriots to match up against his team again in the playoffs, and especially Drake May to have a Drake May day and continue to be Drake May, he has to find a way to make plays in the air against this Buffalo team. Hopefully getting into the playoffs, but also for the future between him and Josh Allen. They're going to be rage baiting in the playoff. Yeah, no, trust. I know. And bro, Miles, he got a point. It's going to be a whole lot of rage bait up until it gets to playoff time, especially against the Patriots now. Because obviously Buffalo plays Myles Garrett and the Browns next week. The Patriots play the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore on Sunday Night Football, right? The Sunday night game, honestly, is going to be a big game for both the Pats and the Ravens. The Ravens have to try to win another to continue to win to stay in the playoff race. The Patriots just have to win to at least hold themselves in the AFC East, right? They got to. I think I'm not even gonna talk about the Pats game Sunday yet, but it's gonna be a dogfight. Lamar Jackson is still somewhat Lamar Jackson. He's just hurt. But if Drake May wants to continue, being Drake May, and showing the MVP level of play that he's been playing throughout the whole year, yeah, he's gonna have to be a god on Sunday. He got to be a god. He do. Everybody in New England believes in Drake May. He brings us hope. He brings us, he's young, but the hope he brings us is similar to a guy that played in New England for 25 years and gave us 6 Super Bowls did. In that sense, you got a guy that you could look at as your quarterback and you could be like, oh, Drake May, just like Brady. You feel me? Like, he brings hope. He does. But in order for him to continue showing that hope, he wasn't able to do it against the Bills last week. Defense let him down. It happens. But if Drake May wants to continue putting himself on the map like he's done throughout the whole year, he got to go to Baltimore and make a statement. He got to. He has to. He has to. And if I got to put my money on Drake May, I'm going to do it. You already know. You already know the vibes, guys. Next victim. And this one, appreciate to the 4 people tuning in. This one's going to get you. Ladies and gentlemen, Patty fucking Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. Happy trails, little nigga. Nah, but in all seriousness, Patrick Mahomes suffered a torn ACL and I believe his MCL. I believe. Don't quote me on the MCL part. Do not quote me. I got to search it up real quick. I have to. Let's see. It was an ACL, right? So ACL, and there's more damages. I'm just trying to see. Oh, yes, his LCL, not the MCL. So his ACL and his LCL. All right. Yeah, Patty. Obviously, this year the Chiefs, it was a down year overall for the Chiefs, right? It was because there's going to be another victim. There's going to be another victim after Patty Mahomes. There is. But Patrick Mahomes got hurt. The week before against the Texans, he got hurt against the Chargers this past week. The week before against the Texans, he's playing a number one defense, yes, but his receivers let him down. Rashee Rice dropping a pass. Travis Kelce dropping a couple passes. It's been a tough year. It was a tough year. This year, the Denver Broncos and the LA Chargers, honestly, they were better teams, but now for this year's, those are the top two teams in the AFC West. The Chiefs are going to be the third team, and they will not make the playoffs. The first time they haven't made the playoffs since 2014. So 11 seasons ago. Damn. I thought Patty Mahomes was the next Tom Brady. I thought. But it's kind of funny. This is year 9 for Patrick Mahomes. It's year 9. Tom Brady tore his ACL in year 9 in game 1 of the year, of that season of 2008 against the, Lord and behold, the Kansas City Chiefs off of Bernard Pollard. Nasty hit, right? He tears it in week 1. Pats go 11-5, but they missed the playoffs off of technicality. This year's Chiefs, Patty Mahomes, he gets hurt, but he gets hurt in week 15. He gets hurt in week 15, and obviously they're not going to make the playoffs. The tough thing about it, right, is Patty Mahomes, he gets hurt late in the year, and I don't know if he's going to be ready for the start of the year. He probably won't. Actually, yeah, he probably won't. If he goes through extensive rehab and whatnot, he probably has a shot, but he's probably going to miss a little bit of time. If he would have got hurt in week 1 of this year, like hypothetically, he definitely would have been back for week 1 of 2026. But now, with him getting hurt, you kind of look at the Chiefs for next year, and it's like, how is this team really going to operate without him? Because the dynasty in this, this dynasty right here could very well be over, and it probably is. I mean, them not making the playoffs, Patty Mahomes getting hurt, damn. You look at it, it's like, damn, it's tough, but I think he could come back stronger. There's no real hate on Patrick Mahomes, from me at least. There's not. He's a great quarterback. He got 3 rings. Kind of similar to how the refs kind of helped out Josh Allen this past week in New England. You've kind of seen, the refs kind of favor the Chiefs a tad bit at times, up until last year in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. after the Philadelphia's first series of the game where fucking AJ Brown, he didn't get a pass interference called on him from the Chiefs, from Trent McDuffie. After that, everything changed and the Eagles just BTA'd them. You feel me? But yeah, like you see a lot of the refs favoring the Chiefs and shit like that. And this year, ultimately, the defense, especially the back end, was weak. Offensive line was a little bit weaker for the Chiefs this year. Patrick Mahomes got sacked a lot. And now they're not even in the playoffs. And I think the Chiefs started like what? Let me see. The Chiefs started. I'm just gonna look at their schedule real quick, chat. The Chiefs started 5-3, and now they're 6-8. So they're 1-5 of the last 6 games, and they're on a 3-game losing streak at the moment. Damn. I ain't never see Tom Brady in New England do that. Never seen it. Never seen it. The Kansas City Chiefs as a team let down Patrick Mahomes. They did. They let him down. Andy Reid, 68 years old. I don't know. Who knows if Andy Reid's going to fucking coach next year. But for this dynasty right here for Patrick Mahomes, he got to 5 Super Bowls and he won 3. He's 3-2 in Super Bowls. More power to him. He should come back stronger. I don't know if he's going to come back week 1, but I'm going to tell you, if he does, cool. Just don't rush him back like they did to Robert Griffin. Patty, rehab, do well. You will have, when you get back, your spot will still be there as a starter. Happy trails to Patrick Mahomes. But guess what? This next victim. Everything changed for Travis Kelce when he took the fucking earrings off. Everything changed. Everything changed. When Taylor Swift got in his life, he hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same. I get you could say that he got, he's older now. I get it. I get it. But him taking off the earrings and changing his persona hasn't been the same. Because you even look at this picture. This ain't Travis Kelce now. This is not Travis Kelce now. Actually, if I'm going to go to a current picture of Travis Kelce, hold on, Chad. Hold on. Let's go to a current picture of Travis Kelce. Let's see. This is it. Yeah, that's a current picture of Travis Kelce. There's a better picture for y'all. Travis Kelce should have kept the earrings on. Travis Kelce was playing like him, was playing like one of them ones in his last relationship. Not this relationship, in his last relationship. He's older now. I guess he wants to settle down. Taylor Swift is arguably the biggest female star in the world. Arguably. If not. Actually, well, she is. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat that. No cap. I'm not. Excuse me. But really, like, this guy throughout the whole year, bro. I had to put my feet up too. This guy can't get no separation. And just how he's moving, like, he's just not the same. He's just not the same. Like, I think that calf injury that he had 2 years ago in 23, I think he's never truly recovered from it. I think that's hindered him. I really do, because he's just not the same. He's just not the same, especially going downfield, trying to catch passes. Shit, now, I mean, like, you throw him the ball, it's not a guaranteed catch. It's not a guaranteed catch. Like, bro, what happened to Travis Kelce, bro? What happened to bro? You got his ex. His ex is going on fucking Instagram for Halloween talking, like, trying to be Tony Braxton, talking about he wasn't man enough. He wasn't man enough for me. You feel me? Like, you got your ex calling you out and you can't even prove it on the field that you that nigga. And you got some new shit with you. You got some new shit that is all over the world, and everybody over the world loves her. And even when she's at your game, she gets TV time. Like, my nigga, you got to do better, bro. Like, real shit. If I was you in the situation that you're in, I'd be trying to ball. I'd be trying to stunt on my ex. My nigga, what is you doing, bro? Happy trails. it's probably the end for you, for real, for real. It probably is. You know, overall, you've had a great career. You'll be in the Hall of Fame. You know, 3 Super Bowls, over 10,000 yards receiving. Yeah, you're not close to 100 touchdowns, but you're in the 80s. Like, you've had a great career, just like your brother. But it's like, damn, bro. Can't even catch passes, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, bro. Come on. Do I gotta pull up to Kansas City and smack the dog shit out of you to get your head in the game? I must. I must. I think I do. I think I do. Because right now, bro, you playing football like Evan Jardine at LHS. And it's a damn shame, Trav. It's a damn shame, Trav. A real fucking shame. It's a real goddamn shame. The second to last individual. Second to last. And this one's not really a rant. This one is more so like, damn, it really happened, bro. Micah Parsons, torn ACL this past Sunday against the Denver Broncos. Micah Parsons is sadly out for the year. Out for the year. Damn. Damn. And Micah Parsons he was having a great year. 12 and a half sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Probably was going to be an all-pro. You know, added a real element to that Packers defense as a real edge rusher. You know, and now his season's over early. He can't even make an impact in the playoffs. Hopefully, he can be back by week 1 next year. Hopefully. But all in all, Micah Parsons had a great year, and naturally, he was in a better situation this year. Dallas, on the other hand, where he came from, the Dallas Cowboys, they're still trying to fight their way in the playoffs with Dallas. Their season could very well be over sooner rather than later. But Micah Parsons in a better situation. He is. He made a real impact. It's tough to see him go out like that. He's getting a whole lot of money now. It's just tough to see Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, arguably, but it's him and Myles Garrett as my favorite edge rushers. It is. But Micah Parsons is different. He is. Everybody forgets that Micah Parsons is really an inside linebacker playing fucking edge. In Micah Parsons' young career, and I'm going to call it young because it's only his 5th year, you know. Now he's a real vet, but there was a time that Micah Parsons was lining up at middle linebacker, lining up at edge, lining up on at defensive end, lining up at corner. I mean, Micah Parsons is a do-it-all guy. He is. But now his body's more on the edge. Is more of an edge. You know, he's built his body more like that. His trainers have built his body more like that. And he's a generational talent. He is. Now, in order to continue to leave his legacy on the field, Green Bay has to pick up the slack. Rashawn Gary has to pick up the slack for him. He does. Green Bay as a whole has to continue to win for Micah. Because that's what Micah Parsons would want them to do. He's going to come back stronger than ever. He is. It's just a minor setback for a major comeback. But if Micah didn't get hurt, I think the Broncos Packers games goes in a different direction. I really do. Micah Parsons, thank you for a great year, and I hope you come back stronger than ever next year. Final victim before we get out of here. I ain't even going to say his name. Because you already know who the fuck this is. Tua. This guy, I tell you. These concussions, bro, real shit. They've ruined this guy's career. No cap. No cap. He's not he's not the same. He's not the same player. He really isn't. He really is not the same player, bro. And it's sad because like I've always been like, you see, I'm a guy who has watched a whole lot of Alabama football in my life. This guy in college was truly one of them ones. He fucked up his hip in 2019. And a lot of people thought that this guy wasn't going to be the same player ever. Honestly, me personally, I thought he was going to go out like Bo Jackson before his NFL career even started. But ultimately, he came back healthy. He got drafted by Miami, first round in 2020. I believe it was the number. What pick was it? It was a top 10 pick. He was the number 5th. He was the 5th overall pick. So he was a top 5 pick. And the first 2 years of his career, it was a mixed bag. Showed flashes, but it was a mixed bag. From 2022 to 2020 and 2023, this guy was really Tua Tagovailoa. But once it got to 2024, and once he got another concussion, he just hasn't been the same. And ultimately, this year, it all started week 1 when the Colts upset when Miami went to Indianapolis and they got upset by the Colts and Daniel Jones. That game right there kind of just, it set in stone how this year was going to operate for the Dolphins. And you have a lot of games that, even looking at his stats, he has 1, 2, 3. He has 4 games throwing at least 2 picks. And he has a pick in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has a pick in 9 games this year. 20 touchdowns to 15 interceptions this year. 15 leads the NFL. And now, what puts the nail in the coffin is now he gets benched by 7. He's getting benched for the 7th round rookie, Quinn Ewers. With the big ass contract he got, it's hard to move him. It's hard to cut. If the Miami Dolphins cut Tua Tagovailoa in the offseason, that's a $99 million cap hit right there. So, essentially, Tua's contract is a death sentence for the Miami Dolphins at the moment. I didn't think Tua would get benched. Never in my life. Not even. No. I take that back. Never would I have thought Tua Tagovailoa would actually have gotten benched. I get him getting hurt coming out of the game. I get him getting benched for the rest of the game if, 1, the team's losing, or 2, they're winning and then you're just taking him out the game for rest. I get that. But nah, he's actually getting benched. Like, he's actually sitting on the sideline and letting a rookie play. Now, Miami, with their loss on yesterday, Monday, to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Miami Dolphins are no longer in playoff contention, so their season is essentially over. So now they're going to give Quinn Ewers a shot just to give him some reps. You feel me? But sitting Tua on the bench, damn, that's tough, Tua. Come on, guy. Tua went out sad, man. Tua went out sad. It pains. It pains niggas, man. Pains niggas. Tua Tagovailoa, happy trails, bro. Happy fucking trails. Yeah. I see why Tyreek Hill was talking a lot of shit about you. You know, there's still hope for Tua. It just ain't the same no more. It just ain't the same. Ultimately, I think Tua's head injuries, he probably has an early sign of CTE. He probably do. He probably do. If I were you, I'd reevaluate your life. I tell you, man, you're one bad hit away from really getting fucked up. From really getting fucked up. No cap. But all we can do is sit back and watch. So, hey, let's see what happens with the Dolphins in Tua this offseason. The NFL is such an interesting place. Any given Sunday, chat. Any given Sunday. But with that being said, this has been another edition of What the Hell's Happening. It's your boy, the one and only NERO. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to Miles and others for tuning in. I believe at one point we had 4 people. It's early, so not a lot of people were watching. To the 2 people watching right now, I appreciate you. Thank you. Like the video. Subscribe to What the Hell's Happening Sports. Subscribe to the channel. I am also live on Twitch at the moment as well. So anybody viewing on Twitch or views it later, follow What the Hell's Happening Sports on Twitch. You can follow. You can if you are tuned into this later. YouTube is the channel is at WTHH Sports. Twitch is WTHHS617. I will change the name on that soon. But yeah, subscribe to the YouTube, follow the Twitch. TikTok is in the bio in both on Twitch and on YouTube. Follow the TikTok. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, we about to go crazy. But again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. I will see y'all very soon. I love y'all. Peace.